here with Anne Nash, who's the judging and baking coordinator for the Vanilla Slice Triumph. Anne, you're going to tell us a little bit about the background of the Vanilla Slice Triumph.
Yes, thanks, Paul. Yes, but as a lot of people would know, the Vanilla Slice Triumph started in Oyen when the then Premier Jeff Kennett popped into the shop, to the bakery, and they had a bit of a discussion. Life was pretty quiet for Oyen then, so he went back to Melbourne and decided that he would create something for the Oyen Melly Bakery, which he did. And there was this wonderful triumph started and lasted in Oyen for 12 years. And then they exhausted their volunteers, I think.
Yeah,
so
it's a big effort, wasn't it?
Yeah, big effort. So Merbein put their hand up to run it, and it ran in Merbein for 5 years. But in Merbein, we also introduced dried fruits because we are a dried fruit industry at Merbein. Then it went to Mildura City Heart, where it was done in the mall for 3 years. That was extremely successful, but different. And then it's come back to Merbein, and everybody says Merbein is the place for the Triumph because it's out in the street's closed off.
It has more of a community feel, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. The whole community get together, and we've got beautiful iconic verandas and things like that. So here we are, and this is our second year this time.
Yep, beautiful. Thanks very much, Anne. We'll have a wander around and see what's happening.
Plenty happening down there. Thanks, Paul.
Good on you. Well, we better see if we can get ourselves one of these yummy vanilla slices. There's vanilla slice stalls left, right and centre. There's also the market running here today, so we'll have a look at a couple of those stalls a little bit later on. Hang on, we'll try and find someone here.
G'day, Jacko.
G'day, Scotty. I'm here with Stefano De Pieri, who's one of our local legends and also a Mildura Council. G'day, Stefano. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Haven't seen you for a while.
No. We used to. Stefano was one of my bosses many years ago at the Grand Hotel.
Yes.
So we've both moved on to other things. Stefano's still cooking, of course, but we're out here at the Vanilla Slice. And Stefano, what are your thoughts on this fantastic event?
Well, it is a good event. It has survived the test of time, and I'm glad that it. I loved that when it was in Oyen. I was the judge of the first two shows, I believe. I think the first I tasted 180 vanilla slices. Well, I put it in my mouth and then disposed of that. But it has survived and it's moved to Merbein. I love this little township. It's the appropriate place, I think.
Yeah, it has a real sense of community out here, doesn't it?
They've done a lot of work to improve the streetscape. Everything is painted. There are murals, there are mosaics. It's a lovely town, and one that deserves a place in history, because when Mildura was going 100 miles an hour, everybody in Australia used to drink a bit of sherry.
I used to see a lot of those sherry bottles from Mildura back at the Grand Hotel in the 80s. They were everywhere.
They were everywhere. You couldn't have a wedding without Mildura sherry. But also Merbein, down there by the river, was the site of the Blandowski.
That's right, yes.
Polish explorer who stayed there for 17 months. 7 months. People don't realise that what he collected here became the basis of the Melbourne Museum.
Okay,
17,000 samples of flora and fauna found their way, as I understand it, into the Melbourne Museum. So Merbein is kind of the resonance historically and socially. That's very dear to me. It also has a very vibrant historical society. But one thing I want to say about the vanilla slice itself is that bakeries and restaurants in general are finding really, really hard to get staff. Everybody watches MasterChef. They all want to be master chefs. We sell more cookery books and cooking magazines than ever before. But when it comes to getting up at 3 in the morning to go to work, in a bakery to learn how to make pastries and breads. Not many want to volunteer. And now we got a situation like in agriculture where the average age of the farmer is 58. And when it comes to finding apprentices, it's getting harder and harder, which is why this show is very important, sort of like a boost to morale. Many people this year couldn't attend because they're so short-staffed. They can't even move out of their premises for a weekend. And I think that says a lot about our society at the moment. We all want to have it, the vanilla slice, the sourdough bread, the best food, the best ingredients. When it comes to actually doing the hard yakka, everyone disappears.
That's right. And you're here opening the event shortly?
I'm here shortly. We had a problem with the generator, but hopefully we'll kick-start it in a few minutes.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Stefano. It was great to see you again.
Thank you. Ciao.
I'm here with Nat from Chili Mama, one of the stall holders here at the Great Vanilla Slice Triumph. Nat, can you tell us a little bit about your products?
Yeah, so I do some homemade sauces and chili products, sourcing local chilies for those. And probably our most popular by far was our barbecue sauce. And then we also do a range of pudding products from some of the big names like Cully's in New Zealand, the number of award-winning products. And
Guaranteed to create some freckle fatigue?
yes, definitely. We do have an extinguisher for that. Can help the other end. And we've got some local products as well from the chili factory in Queensland, and also Uncle Monkeys, who's a new guy in Melbourne that's just started out and he's really kicking it.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Nat. Good on you.
worries.
Okay. I'm here with Julie Jewell, who's been around local events in Sunraysia for the best part of 30 years, and she's one of the volunteers here today at the Great Vanilla Slice Triumph. Julie, you've been here since the beginning. What's your thoughts on this great event?
Oh, the Vanilla Slice. Well, it first started all, of course, with the Premier of the time, Jeff Kennett, passing through Oyen with our member, Barry Bishop. And he said, wow, these vanilla slices are pretty terrific. Let's have a slice competition. And that started in 1998. And I was involved heavily in the first couple, and then Oyen Inc. of course took it on board, and then it sort of has travelled a little bit. But it's nice that the enthusiasm and the township of Merbein have actually embraced it, and it's lovely to be here, and I'm only too pleased to volunteer.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Julie.
Oh, near in the sky, what is love?
So we'll have a quick look at the judging here. The guys are being very particular about their vanilla slices. So we'll have a bit of a look at this.
Pineapple essence.
So it's got that bit of white.
Yeah, this we can see one on the bottom.
Well, it's either flour or oil, but I think it's flour.
Yep.
So the crust has,
Yeah, me too.
has film,
Residue, residue, chill.
possibly flour.
In the middle, it hasn't mentioned anything about any dark chocolate.
Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah. 7. Yep.
So here's all the results. It was a fantastic day. There was so much went into this event to make it happen, so it was a great effort by all the local volunteers. We'll close it off with the Vintage Muscle Car Club. Thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you next time.